Hello and welcome guys, this is another Advanced OU replay because like I've said before, what the hell else would I upload? And this is going to be another DBriggs game because DBriggs is a cool guy. Now remember that before we get into the game, remember that this is a DBriggs game and sit there for a moment and ask yourself, what crap could he possibly be using today? If you get it right, you can pick three. I'll tell you what, you can pick three things. You can pick three things. Pick three random things. And if he uses one of those things, I'll give you, I don't know, I'll think of some prize. But for the time being, I'll call it a cookie. So you can have a cookie. And something else later. But anyway, here's the game. What could he be using today? He's using a Hitmonchan! What the... Okay, so we got a Hitmonchan. And Hitmonchan's gonna get out of the way, go to Vaporeon, who I don't think is a great answer to Milotic because it is Toxic. Toxic is generally a move on Milotic that tends to appear. But yeah, we're going to see a Gengar coming on a Fortress. Fortress is going to get out of the way, and he's going to go to a Vaporeon. Vaporeon switching into Gengar is weird, I find. He's going to take a Thunderbolt to the face, and then he's going to Wish Up. But he's really just inviting hacks here. And he can Wish Protect all he likes, but Thunderbolt is still... At the end of the day, he's either going to land a crit or a power, and either of those would screw up Vaporeon. So he's going to switch out, he's going to go to Doug. I believe that's just to bait the Ice Punch. So, yeah, and he's going to go back to Milotic. He's not going to predict the bait and Thunderbolt. He's going to double switch to Hitmonchan and then to Eradicate. He's got a frickin' Raticate, guys. So, Milotic's going to surf onto the Vaporeon. That's not going to do anything to Vaporeon. Vaporeon's going to Wish. In comes a Sceptile. Sceptile's pretty big threat to Vaporeon in this, well, in pretty much all situations. He's out the way. He's going to go to a Cacturn, and we love Cacturn. What we don't know is what set this Cacturn's running. It could be the set that seems to become so common because, you know, it's so good. And whose idea was that set? Oh, I think it was mine. Or it could just be one of those spiker sets, which you don't see very often because they're not as good. But, you know, they're totally usable. But anyway, we're going to have this Brickmonchan. We're going to have this Brickmonchan brick breaking the Sceptile. Sceptile's not getting leftovers, which is important to notice. Maybe it's Patea Berry. That would be pretty threatening. Patea Berry Sceptile hits like a truck. But PWRJUCE is going to get out of the way. He's going to go to Altaria. Altaria is going to... yeah, it's kind of threatening, but Gengar is also very threatening to Altaria in reverse, so... Altaria's going to Perish Song, and then he's going to stay in on the obvious Gengar Ice Punch. I don't agree. I don't agree with that at all. That was dumb. I'm pretty sure that was dumb anyway. And then he's going to bring this Dugtrio to try and trap... What? Like... I'm pretty sure I've seen this team before, but the problem is Dugtrio doesn't trap Gengar because of Levitate, so that's not going to work. Cacturn's going to show Hidden Power, and it's not super effective, so we can assume it to be Hidden Power Dark, and that points towards the Subseeding set, which is so ridiculously effective. Fortress is going to spike up. See what Hitmonchan goes to do here. He's going to go for Rapid Spin. Okay. We've seen, well, at least I've seen DBriggs use a Hitmontop before, which I believe is arguably much more effective than Hitmonchan. But you know, he just likes using different things. So obviously Hitmontop was way too mainstream for him. Hitmonchan must be the only way. We're going to see this Vaporeon on Gengar matchup again. Again, I'm not agreeing with PWRJUCE here. I think I would be getting the hell out. I don't think I'd be switching in Vaporeon at all to take a Thunderbolt. All it takes is one crit or one power, and your days are over. No crit here. It's going to Wish Up again. and he's obviously going to protect again, because that's all he's going to do. And he's probably going to gain, like, yeah, he's going to gain leftover recovery from it, but it's not going to be great because of the random crit or power chance. So I don't know why DBriggs switches out there. I think Gengar was in a much more favourable position. Needlearm's going to do something to Skeptile. It's going to be almost dead. It's not got Potato Berry, so I don't know, maybe it's got Lumberry or something. It's going to show it has Pursuit, which is weird, gotta say, it's weird. I can't say I haven't considered before. I considered Subseed and Pursuit, which was, you know, you force switches with Subseed and then Pursuit them on the way out. That's a good idea. I thought it was anyway. I'm going to see this Raticate again, and he's going to try and bait the Toxic and get a Facade Guts boost. It's not going to work out, but what's going to happen instead is he's going to get a Facade crit. So even then, Raticate did pretty much nothing. I don't see why you wouldn't use an Ursaring, to be honest. But whatever. Gengar's going to come in, Thunderbolt the Milotic. Milotic's going to go down. In comes this Vaporeon again. I really don't get it. All it takes is one crit and one power, or one power. He's going to switch out, which I'm not digging at all. Your Gengar beats the Vaporeon, dude. Although he does get a Rapid Spin off, that's good, and I believe the Fortress is pretty dead at the moment. So, Hitmonchan's going to get out of the way with its Toenails. That's all it's got left, it's just got Toenails. Vaporeon's going to show it's got Ice Beam, and that's going to cream the Cacturne, because you use Cacturne in Sand, and I don't see any Sand on this team, so there. And, oh look! Gengar's going to Thunderbolt crit, and that's going to wreck the Vaporeon, although he can just protect and then get his HP back, but again, all he needs to do is land a power or a crit. He's still in the danger zone. Just because he's been crit once doesn't mean it's not going to happen again, and I really don't think he should be staying in here. He's going to keep this Wish Protector act up though. Maybe he just doesn't have a Gengar answer, but that'd be a bit stupid if he built a team without a Gengar answer. So Thunderbolt is going to keep doing the work. Vaporeon's going to keep Wish Protecting. This isn't very exciting, to be honest. There's just Wish Protect going on. This Vaporeon's eventually going to die. I'm not going to beat about the bush. This Vaporeon's eventually going to die. Something's going to happen, either a crit or a power, and it's going to go down. One way or the other. Doesn't matter how long he tries to stall it. Yeah. Thunderbolt, no power, no crit. Surf is going to do 84%. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot. He's still going to protect up here. See, look now here. If I was Vaporeon, I would Surf, and he predicts that. DBriggs predicts that goes for Destiny Bond, but nope. Power Juice is just going to go for the Wish, which works out for him. So now Gengar's going to Ice Punch to not waste Thunderbolt PP, so I guess that's a sign that his PP is getting low. Maybe this stalling tactic will work. He's going to Destiny Bond again, attempting to catch the Vaporeon, getting greedy. It's not going to happen. Dugtrio is going to get out of the way. Go to Fortress. Oh, I guess the Fortress isn't dead. Shows me I need to pay attention to more things that happen on the screen. But yeah, Vaporeon versus now a Doug, and we know this Doug is Protect. Okay. He's not going to bother protecting to stall for toxic damage. He's going to go for Earthquake and land a crit, because that's obviously what a well-trained Dugtrio does. Fuck that poison. I'm going to kill this bastard myself. So, Hitmonchan versus Fortress. If the Fortress has Explosion, then down goes the Hitmonchan. If Fortress does not have Explosion, then I think Fortress wins anyway. So I don't think the Hitmonchan should be staying in here, and DBriggs agrees, goes to Gengar, who totally destroys Fortress from every single angle. In comes this Vaporeon again, 46% from a Thunderbolt. I think that's about the lower bound of damage. We've been seeing it doing 53 to about 46%, so getting unlucky. He does 47%, but then he finally gets the power hacks, and this is what he needs. This is what he needs to turn the game around. Well, to turn the game around, not to turn the game around, but to break the Vaporeon. That's inevitably what was going to happen anyway. Vaporeon's gonna be wish protecting, but all it takes is for one turn, one missed turn, and that's it. Vaporeon's dead. So he's gonna surf, hoping to God that the Gengar does not crit or kill, and he's gonna go down. But we're gonna see an Armaldo again. This is obviously a different team, but I guess DBriggs really likes Armaldo. Remember, the Armaldo is faster than the Vaporeon because of the paralysis, so he's going to get the Rock Slide off first. Power Flinch is going to kick in. 1 and 2 is really going to screw him over, and he gets the Flinch. So he's going to preserve the Vaporeon, get out of the way. Armaldo's going to attempt to finish it off with the Earthquake. That's not going to happen. And here, Armaldo's going to start Sword Stancing up. Now, bearing in mind that Hitmonchan has Rapid Spin, I don't think this is the same set as last time. I think this is probably a knockoff variant or a hidden power. No, it's probably Rock Slide, Hidden Power Book, Earthquake. It's probably a sweeper. So he's got to max attack now. So this should really be a force to reckon with. Force to be reckoned with. What's a plus 6 Rock Slide gonna do? It's gonna do 40%. Okay, maybe he's just got bulky EVs. He's probably got bulky EVs. So plus 6 Rock Slide. Bearing in mind that there's a Reflect Up. Silly me. That would explain things. Okay, so yep, Fortune's going to go down. It has no hope in hell of withstanding that Armaldo's attacks. In comes this Dugtrio. It's going to land a Rock Slide. It's going to be super effective, do crap loads of damage, and land Flinch. Ugh! I think Armaldo might have just full on swept there. So what have we got left? We have the Hitmonchan. Okay, Hitmonchan versus a nearly dead Vaporeon and a banded Dugtrio. I'm assuming it's banded. Although it did show Protect, so it could be a weird Toxic Stall variant as well. But it must be banded because that one hit KOs Hitmonchan and it's down. So PWRJUCE is going to win this one 1-0, finish off Dugtrio. You know, that Dugtrio that just didn't give a shit about Vaporeon. Just like, fuck, I'm gonna Earthquake shit. Even though Protect would have been a bajillion freaking times better. I don't care. But yeah, if you like the battle, subscribe and like and favourite and stuff. And my battery's running out, that's crap. And I'll see you again next time.